breaks my heart. Oh no.
Under the lights of historic South Boston Speedway, the Hudson Autoworks Late Model Stock Tour enters round 13 with the championship battle tighter than ever. Short track tempers, high-speed strategy, and 125 laps of pure intensity are set to take stage as the series' top drivers fight for every inch on one of the most demanding tracks on the schedule. With the season dwindling down and every point beginning to matter more than ever, expect aggressive moves, dramatic moments, and unforgettable racing tonight in the South Boston 125. Just an hour ago, we saw Tristan Brunelli sneak away with yet another win at Thompson Speedway Motorsport Park in the M&S Welding and Repair Street Stock Tour, with Ross Dalton finishing second. Aaron Stoltz in the O2 showed some promising speed early on before getting a jump start penalty, which tarnished the rest of his day. Will we see these same drivers carry their momentum and success here at South Boston in the late models, or will we see late model masters like Jordan Blair and Brandon Elvis dominate? Only time and 125 laps will tell here at South Boston. Good evening, racing fans, and welcome to the Green Flag Racing Network. I'm Robert McKay, and alongside me, as always, is Christopher Rosca. Rosca, what a pleasure to have you back in the booth, and I'm excited for some action here at South Boston.
Yeah, I'm excited for some action as well. You mentioned in the intro, Brandon Elvis, Jordan Blair, two masters of these late model stock cars. And I expect to see those two up front, but I'm not going to be surprised if either one or two of them, both of them, drop back and start trying to save tires. Because that's what we see these last couple weeks, is that drivers paying towards the back and saving tires ultimately were the benefactors in the race.
Exactly, and as we said about late model masters, Brandon Elvis secures pole position, Jordan Blair lining up alongside, Aaron Stoltz, Brandon Atkinson round out row 2, Tristan Brunelli, Adam Baker round out row 3, Luke Barnes, Noah Hubbard row 4, Adam Holston, Caleb Hunt rounds out your top 10, Brandon Willard and Ross Dalton round out your 12-car field. Ross Dalton looking to make a repeat of just an hour ago, starting at the back, and going to be charging his way towards the front here at South Boston.
Yeah, and remember what happened last time Ross Dalton came to this series. He raced back at Richmond, had to go to the back due to being involved in an accident, and drove his way to through the field to a second-place finish. So Ross Dalton definitely has the ability to drive his way through the field. So we're going to see if if that continues or if he's going to try and save tires throughout the race.
It's honestly a split 50-50. It'll be interesting to see what Brandon Elvis is going to do. First time we've seen him in a long time here in the Hudson Autoworks Late Model Stock Tour. Obviously, Roska, you and I have seen him in multiple late model series we've broadcasted. He is not a one to save tires and hang back. So it'll be interesting to see what he does here. Pace car pulls off. Elvis and Blair lead the field to green, and we're racing here at South Boston. Side by side, Brandon Elvis to the lead. Here comes Aaron Stoltz, a newcomer, joined the league just yesterday. He's already up to third.
There's Brunelli working the bottom underneath Brandon Atkinson, that 018 car. Currently battling for fourth. Currently a dominating factor in the street stocks, but hasn't had the same luck here in the late models.
No, he has not. Currently running great in the 5th position. Jordan Blair, Brandon Elvis battling for the lead. Now, Brandon Elvis hasn't really shown his face a lot here in the Mystic Racing League. But Roska, you and I have seen him in multiple series across our time here in the short track scene. And my God, is he a force to be reckoned with as Aaron Stoltz moves up to second.
Aaron Stoltz goes underneath Jordan Blair. Now Tristan Brunelli wants a bit of the action. Yeah, like you said, Brandon Elvis has been a dominating factor in a couple of short track leagues that we have been a part of. And certainly showing no sign of slowing down this race.
Not at all. Already on lap 7. Getting a 5/10 lead. It'll be interesting to see what he can do with the tire wear, if that's going to be an issue for him tonight. It's been an issue across all drivers across the entire season here in the late models. So it's going to be interesting to see if Brandon Elvis also has the same issues. Maybe it's a driving thing with these drivers, as Tristan Brunelli's up to third, side by side, trying to get second. What a running here from Tristan Brunelli.
Showing some real speed in these late models, which he hasn't shown in his last couple outings in this series. He was able to get around Aaron Stoltz and now successfully holding them off. And Tristan Brunelli's running a different line through 3 and 4 than everyone else is. He's kind of dipping onto the apron. You see it right there. Dips onto the apron, trying to get a little bit extra rotation.
Yeah, but what is that doing to his tires right now? That's my big question.
So what it does to the tires is it heats up the right side tires by over-rotating the car. As Caleb Hunt dives to pit road. It overheats the tires, which gives you rotation, but also sacrifices grip in the long run.
Yeah, exactly. So it'll be interesting to see if that's really damaging his tires. Noah Hubbard holding his own, not really falling to the back like he normally does. Twinota teammate Luke Barnes currently sitting 9th. Ross Dalton, though, sitting in 11th, saving tires. Brunelli is starting to catch up to Elvis. That gap is now down to about 3/10. So I wonder how much overdriving is currently doing to the car.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much overdriving these drivers are doing, especially Tristan Brunelli. He's trying to catch your leader, Brandon Elvis. But Ross Dalton, let's take a look at him. He's in last place still, back in 11th. Currently looks to be saving tires, pulling that strategy of saving tires and just running laps, winding down the race. As Adam Holsing gets the inside of Adam Baker, now bottom 3.
Adam Olsen dives it in deep on the 22. Side by side, contact is made.
Contact. Almost under the wall.
And Adam Baker.
What a save, Adam.
Yeah. What a save. Adam Olsen up to 7th. Yeah, Tristan Brunelli, he is driving the car very hard. Let's right on board here.
There's no doubt that Tristan Brunelli is driving very hard. He's trying to catch Brandon Ellis and looks to be successful, but you see such a different line that he takes to 3 and 4.
Even in 1 and 2, dives a little bit deeper. Let's pull up the comparison here. I really want to see his comparison here.
Really thought Brunelli got loose right there.
Yeah, look how much faster he is through the second half of the track. Let's see if it's the same this lap. Yeah, look at that. It's almost a full 1/10 of a second that he gains in that final sector. It's weird, but it's incredible how he's doing it.
The last couple laps, you were able to like visually see Brunelli gaining, and now Brunelli's losing, so maybe he's overheated those tires just a little too much. We're only on lap 23 of 125, so we still have a long way to go in this race.
As soon as he says that, he gains even more time. So right aboard the back of Brandon Elvis now. That's not the back. That's not the back either. There we go. Yeah, you see, just look at the difference. It's very much more noticeable. A lot of time lost there for Tristan Brunelli on that lap. See, Brandon Elvis starting to lift off a little bit. I wonder if that's it too. Like, did you notice that Brandon Elvis is a little less aggressive now if you're listening to the engine closely?
Whoa, Aaron Stoltz almost loses it going around the outside of Noah Hubbard. What a save by Aaron Stoltz. Sideways off of turn 2, drifting around Noah Hubbard.
Wait, now we have a twin-note choo-choo train here. Brandon Willard looking to make some moves, currently sitting in 9th.
And Brandon Willard's running that same line Brunelli's running in 3 and 4. Except for Willard's running in 1 and 2.
Side by side, here's the 77 and the 33. Adam Holston up to 3rd. Elvis still leading a ton of laps here.
Adam Holston up 6 spots from where he qualified, currently running 3rd position, so makes him the biggest mover of the day.
Adam Holston, Tristan Brunelli, Brandon Willard, Noah Hubbard are your biggest movers of the race. Adam Holston moving more than double what Tristan Brunelli has. Looks like Brandon Willard is starting to run the Tristan Brunelli line. See, you see him running deeper.
Even more aggressively than we saw Tristan Brunelli run it. Like, look how deep he's going. Willard's basically pitting every lap and just pulling out the last minute.
He is pushing it in really deep. Yeah, Brandon Elvis still leading by about 3/10.
There goes Willard underneath Aaron Stoltz. Gets the move done. Noah Hubbard's still in line.
Brandon Elvis still leading here, about 6/10 on Tristan Brunelli. That gap really starting to fluctuate a little bit.
Yeah, that gap has really stabilized since Brunelli's caught Brandon Elvis. But here comes Adam Holston to make it a 3-way race for the lead. Olsen looking high, doesn't get there. Now looking low. Rinaldi lets him have it. Adam Holston moves up to second.
Yeah, 5 laps to go until our competition caution here. Remember, 45 laps without a caution flag gives us a competition caution. It can only happen once, and it can't happen within the last 110 laps, or within the last 10 laps. So Brandon Elvis, obviously showing he's the force to be reckoned with, but here comes Adam Holston. You haven't seen much success out of him in these late model stocks. Tonight may be his night.
Adam Holston is definitely a aggressive driver in the street stocks. We haven't seen that success transfer over. Adam Holston, multiple wins in the street stocks, but yet to get a win here in the late models.
And then there's Brandon Elvis, who's just here for fun.
And there's Ross Dalton right in front of them.
Ross Dalton about to be put a lap down here. One of this is just extreme tire saving from him.
Yeah, we saw this from the Toyotas a couple weeks ago as well. So I would gather it's extreme tire saving, but now he has to worry about not getting passed by Brandon Elvis.
Let's see if he does it here. Here's flap 45. Competition caution should be now. And he gets saved. Ross Dalton stays on the lead lap. The caution flies. Brandon Elvis backing it down. We're going to stack him up again.
Key takeaways from this first stint. Ross Dalton, heavy tire saving. Brandon Elvis, definitely the car to beat. Adam Holston, kind of coming up out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's... I'm surprised, honestly. I mean, Adam Holston, he's been here pretty much every week. But he has been super unlucky in these late model stocks. So it's interesting to see him this fast. Do you think he's just burning up his stuff? Or do you think that maybe he has something up his sleeve?
I don't know. It's hard to tell because we don't have much information on Adam. Usually he's towards the back of the field. So this is new. And here it comes down pit road. Never mind. Making me look like a liar. How mean. Brandon Ellis looks to be selecting the high line.
Interesting. All right, let's see how this plays out here.
Brandon Elvis selected the high line, electing to go in front of Brandon Atkinson.
That is a Coastal Performance car. Coastal Performance is one of the many sponsors in real life of Brandon Elvis. I wonder if they're working together here. So green flag flies.
Oh, definitely green flag. I answered that question as Brandon Atkinson just launched.
Yeah, I just thought of that. I bet they're both ECR teammates.
Brandon Atkinson clears Adam Holston for second. And we're back to single file. Tristan Brunelli up to the inside. Adam Holston gets the move done. Tristan Brunelli makes the move up to third, and now Adam Holston under attack from Aaron Stoltz. Ross Dalton under attack from Noah Hubbard in the back. Able to play defense properly, but Ross Dalton's up to 8th now. Use that pit cycle, and now he's keeping up with the field.
I think he's done tire saving. Yeah, these two are 100% teammates. Because in Grease Monkey Racing League, one of the first ever series we did here on the Green Flag Racing Network, Brandon Elvis ran a Coastal Performance late model stock under the 54, his preferred number, and now he's got a Coastal Performance car behind him, and that just can't be a coincidence.
Absolutely not. One of his other teammates in that league also ran a Coastal Performance car weekly. So, and Adam Holston Ross Dalton making moves. He's up to 5th.
Yep, he was definitely saving tires, and he's sick and tired of saving tires. He's up to 5th.
Contact with Adam Holston. Around goes Holston. Caution flies. Baker involved. Stoltz involved. Yeah, I think Ross Dalton was done saving tires.
100%.
Ross Dalton drives it into turn number 1. Just a little too hard. Gets into the back of Adam Holston. Around goes that 77.
Yeah, let's see here. Let's pull up the replay. I had to find it. Here it is. Yeah, it's going to be an incident. See contact with the 50. Just an unfortunate product of hard racing.
Yeah, a good showing of wreck avoidance by the rest of the drivers. Adam Holston sideways in the preferred lane, and everyone misses him. Excellent awareness from these drivers to avoid the spinning 77 car.
It's been an exciting 55 laps so far. Great seeing Brandon Elvis back in a late model stock. Great to see him back in the league. It's been a while since he's raced here in Mystic Racing League.
Brandon Elvis selecting the high side yet again.
This time, though, the 15's going to be side by side with them, having Jordan Blair. Where did he come from?
He came from 2nd.
Then he dropped to the back, though, saving tires. And now he's back up here. Pace car's off. Green flag flies. Two teammates controlling the field here. A lot of Chevys up front. Here comes Jordan Blair to the outside.
Jordan Blair says no to teammates leading. He wants a piece of the action, trying to go the long way around. And there's Brunelli on the bottom, gets very loose, puts down some tire tracks.
Saves it, though, and we stay green. A lot of battling happening back here in the Hornet's Nest. This is 8th through 11th.
Where on this track is the Hornet's Nest not?
Oh, it's at the back.
I said, where is it not?
Oh. Well, towards the front, it's pretty clean. Big gap here between the two teammates, Brandon Elvis, Brandon Atkinson. And currently 60 laps in the books, 75 to go. Or 65 to go. Yeah, 65 to go. I can't do math.
I noticed.
Such positive words and re-encouragement from my partner.
Yeah. I mean, if you're good at math, I'd be proud of you for being good at math. Ross Dalton up to the inside of Luke Barnes. He's making quick work of moving his way up from that penalty.
Yeah, already up to 7th. Battling here with the 04 and the 02. Luke Barnes, Aaron Stoltz. Switching the ticker from laps to goes. We're over halfway through.
Holston around on the front stretch.
We stay green.
Gets it going straight. Wonder if he had damage from the incident previously.
It just gets loose there on the apron. Trying to run the Tristan Brunelli line. Coming back here towards the front. This is the battle for second between Brandon Atkinson and Tristan Brunelli. Yeah, speaking of
Brunelli, here he is.
Battle for second here on your screen. So you got a three-way battle here for the lead. All these drivers within 5/10. And then there's Tristan Brunette, and then there's Jordan Blair back here, kind of watching this all unfold. Let's run up board the rear of Brandon Elvis here. Get a perspective of what he's seeing in his rearview mirror.
A whole lot of red.
Yeah. Let's run on board the back of Brandon Atkinson. He's in a white sandwich. It's like a white Oreo cookie with red frosting.
Not the thought There was at no point in that sentence that I knew what the next word was going to be.
Now I really want an Oreo.
Blame yourself.
I like Oreos, okay? Coming here to 55 to go. Brandon Atkinson in this sandwich of white.
There's Adam Holston right in front of the leaders. Jordan Blair, Noah Hubbard going at it, battling for fourth. There's Ross Dalton in the bright yellow caution tape car. Goes to the inside, underneath Blair. Gets the move done, now trying to chase Noah Hubbard.
Adam Olsen being put a lap down. These three drivers now down to 3/10 of each other. The 15 surrounded by white. All he sees is white. I'm pretty sure all he wants to see is a clear track. That's not happening anytime soon. But we're coming to 49 to go here at South Boston. These drivers still within 10th of each other. Brandon Elvis, this win is not going to come easy to him.
No, it won't. But it might if Brandon Atkinson just sits playing defense. Because I haven't seen him move from Brandon at all. He's just been content to sit in line.
Yeah, because, well, they're teammates. Right? Why burn your tires and battle with your teammate here?
You clearly haven't been a teammate with me.
Well, with you, it's different because you're special. But for these drivers, I mean, they're battling they're in the lead. Why burn your tires when tire wear is such an issue with these cars with 47 to go? I mean, there's no High risk, little reward in this situation here. Especially when you have Tristan Brunelli breathing down your neck. I mean, it's the smart thing to do to just hang back and not do anything stupid.
Brunelli up the track. You clearly don't know me. Stupid is all I do.
Not gonna comment on that one.
You know I'm right. Adam Holston staying high for the lead lap cars to pass. Great courtesy by him.
I mean, there's no reason to hold everyone back. You're a lap down. We big, clean, and green. Side by side. Here we go for the lead.
Here we go. So what were you saying about not racing? Brandon Atkinson looking to the bottom of Brandon Elvis.
I mean, it's not the best idea, but if you want to do it, you can.
I mean, it's like
Brandon Millard down pit road.
That's Aaron Stanton. Or Adam Holston.
Yeah. He parks it.
It's been a long day, okay?
Brandon Atkinson, Brandon Elvis still battling for the lead. Noah Hubbard a second and a half back. Here comes the caution tape, or the caution cone. That is Ross Dalton. You got to admit, that car definitely pops on track.
Oh, it definitely pops on track, and even more important, it pops in your mirror. You're driving, all of a sudden you see a bright yellow thing in your mirror, and you're like, oh boy, I'm about to die. Ross Dalton is coming.
Now, to give credit where credit is due, I said this during the street stock broadcast. Ross Dalton is a very aggressive driver, but he is a very meticulous, thoughtful driver. Like, he is not just gutting it through every corner, pit maneuvering everybody, and bulldozing his way to the win. He's very meticulous about what he does, and that's what makes him such a great race car driver.
Someone popped it in my mind with that description that you said that Ross Dalton isn't, and I'm going to keep my mouth shut about it. Anyways, Jordan Blair makes his way around Ross Dalton. Dalton down to 6th, and now Jordan Blair, last car in the top 5.
You know what Ross Dalton almost reminds me of? Carson Hocevar.
Yes, I agree.
Ross Dalton is very comparable to Carson Hocevar, where Ross Dalton's a little bit more articulate than Carson Hocevar is, but Carson Hocevar is very much a driver that will be aggressive when he needs to, and he'll use the bumper if he needs to as the 18's around.
Caution! Tristan Brunelli goes around on the front stretch.
Speaking of big yellow things, caution. What happened here? Noah Hubbard up to 3rd. Let's see here. Just gets loose on his own.
High off the track.
Oh.
Yeah, just really high off the track.
There it is right there. You see something? You see what's up there?
Marbles.
Marbles. He gets in the marbles and gets loose. That's exactly what happened.
That happened to me 2 days ago. The race I did.
Happens to you all the time.
Well then, yeah, but that's because iRacing puts all the marbles in the good lane. My lane.
No, the top is not the good lane.
Have you ever seen me race? When do you ever see me on the bottom?
Never. Never. That's why you also never win.
I have wins.
Not many. Anywho. So that changes a lot. Noah Hubbard now up to 3rd.
Jordan Blair 4th, Ross Dalton 5th. Or not? Dalton coming to pit road. Or he's not.
Nope. He changed his mind quick.
Probably heard me say that. And he's like, I can't let
that's
everyone else know.
I also don't think that's the right pit road entrance. Yeah, that's the right one right there.
And he still doesn't go in.
Mm. Lights on the pace car are off. Brandon Willard exiting pit road.
All right. We got 38 laps, 36 laps to go. Who are your ones to watch?
Brandon Elvis, man. He's my one to watch. He's been dominant. He's been fast. Got his teammate to help him. He's my one to watch as we take the green flag. Roscoe, who's yours?
I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with caution car, Ross Dalton. Been very aggressive this whole race. Was saving tires early, not saving tires anymore. Currently battling Adam Holston back in 6th. But now up to the inside, maybe getting a 2 for 1, maybe not quite. Adam,
Whoa!
the Baker around off the bumper and Luke Barnes. Caution flies.
Yeah.
That was a whole mess.
Look at all the marbles everywhere. These tires are getting shredded. That is not a good sign for these drivers.
Good sign for us. A nice, entertaining race.
Seriously, look at all the marbles. This, I've never seen this many marbles before. And they're everywhere. Top, bottom.
Everywhere where the drivers aren't.
Like, I'm gonna pause this right here. There's marbles there on the bottom. There's on pit road. There's marbles there at the top. By the wall. Everywhere the car isn't is where there's marbles. It's incredible. Even on the bottom here on the back stretch, there's marbles.
That's how marbles works.
Well, normally we don't see this many marbles. That's the point I'm saying.
It is a long race.
Yeah. Or not, it's not really that long in the grand scheme of things. I mean, the tire has been really bad, but have you ever seen this many marbles at this point in any of the races so far this season?
No.
Exactly, and they're everywhere
so.
too. They're on the top and the bottom. That's the point I'm trying to get across here. Lights on the pace car are going to be off here this time, Bach. I'm going to 31 to go. Roscoe, you said your one to watch.
Yet again.
Yeah, you said your one to watch here is
Ross Dalton.
Yeah, Ross Dalton, currently sitting in 6th. What do you think needs to happen for him to get the win?
Either he's got to turn on the heats and go get super aggressive, or he's got to hope for a caution involving some portion of the drivers in front of him.
Well, only one way to find out.
Drives. Elvis goes, Atkinson doesn't. And Dalton, trying to create the caution himself, almost hits Jordan Blair.
The two black fours battling side by side. One's a Toyota, one's a Camaro.
That
Ross
definitely hasn't thrown me off all race. Brunelli around off the bumper of Aaron
again.
Caution flies.
Caution out once again. This race has gone from bad to good to bad to very bad to very, very bad for the 18 of Tristan Brunelli.
It's like that one children.
See, just contact with the 02. Around he goes, collecting the 04. Again, even the marbles are even on the racing surface. Look at that. You can see it in this shot here. They're even on the racing surface. So how fast are these tires disintegrating? And do you think we'll see Meatball shortly?
Now I'm hungry. I blame you.
What?
I feel like... I don't even what. You're the one that brought up meatballs. I feel like we might see some flat tires pop up shortly. But these top 5 haven't changed since we've had these repeated cautions.
I want to give y'all a good comparison here. Let's see if I can. So next caution, I'm going to give you guys a good comparison here on just the change in the marbles. Currently, 10 drivers out on track. All of them on the lead lap. See Brandon Willard coming off pit road here. Could this be fixing his tires, but also fixing his damage, but also saving tires? I didn't think about that till now, because you can't lose laps on pit road. And a way not to collect marbles.
That depends on how bad the tire wear is under caution. Green flag flies. Atkinson doesn't go again. Brunelli aggressive.
Adam, I think he's trying to hold up that bottom line, honestly. That could be what's going on.
Here comes Jordan Blair on the top. Luke Barnes almost gets turned. Or Noah Hubbard, that is. Noah Hubbard almost gets turned.
You see these drivers side by side, battling for second here. Ross Dalton battling for fourth. Brandon Elvis sets the fastest lap. 0-2 getting aggressive. This is the Hornets' nest. Hard impact for the 18. Again, it's very, very bad for the 018. His day is not going well.
Tristan Brunelli in the horrible, no good, very bad day.
Yeah.
Atkinson gets passed by Jordan Blair, now under attack by Noah Hubbard. That 15 car has nothing left.
Side by side, heading into one.
That 15 car is ultra defensive right now, trying to save people from catching Brandon Elvis.
Yeah, he is playing ultimate defense here. Running a lot of laps side by side with the four of Noah Hubbard.
Here comes Ross Dalton, looking to the inside. Doesn't quite put his nose there. Now he does. Ross Dalton on the bottom gets loose. Dalton around.
He saves it. We stay green. That's
no caution.
That's a lot of marbles on the tires.
That's a lot of time lost for Ross Dalton as well. Down to 10th. 9 seconds behind the leader and 3 seconds behind the next car in front of him.
He's got a lot of work to make up.
He's got to hope for caution.
Noah Hubbard, Jordan Blair get past Brandon Atkinson. Jordan Blair over the next 20 laps is going to get everything he's got to catch up. Let's ride on board. Let's put up the comparison. Let's put up the comparison too. Pulled this up earlier.
Aaron Stoltz gets underneath. Oh, hip check. Big wreck into one. Aaron Stoltz, Brandon Atkinson.
We're still green.
No caution. Don't know how he didn't have a caution for that. That really should have been a caution. That was a big wreck. 2 hard hits into turn 1. Let's see if we can get a replay on that.
Oh! Holy!
Yeah, watch this. Slight contact from the 0-2. 15 comes down the track, hits the 0-2, bounces off the wall, back into the 15, takes both of them out.
That was a hard impact there for the 15 of Brandon Atkinson.
And the 0-2 of Aaron Stoltz. That really should have been a caution. That was a big wreck. I'm surprised the car didn't get airborne.
To be fair, they were both off track, so... Brandon Elvis back to his dominating ways here in a late model. 14 to go.
14 laps. for Jordan Blair to to make up 1 second. Noah
Bring back
Hubbard
up the
third,
comparison.
Adam Baker fourth. Jordan Blair up this last lap. Now trying to pass now here's Brandon Willard.
Gonna move up. Gonna lose time that maybe not. Jordan Blair is starting to gain time on Brandon Elvis here.
Here comes Noah Hubbard as well.
Loses a little bit of time. Second half of that lap. Starting to lose a lot of time.
The gap stabilizing at 0.9 of a second.
Losing a lot of time now. Jordan Blair may have run out of tire. That's what I'm thinking. These lap times aren't improving and that gap's just growing.
Just over a second now between Brandon Elvis and Jordan Blair.
Coming to 7 to go here. Jordan Blair giving it everything he's got, but I don't think there's much to give. Now 6 to go. Noah Hubbard currently finishing out your podium so far, but he's still got Adam Baker behind him. The other Twin Oda currently running in 5th. A great day for the Twin Odas. As Brandon Willard, flat tire, meatball flag in the air. Our first flat of the day.
So now that it's affected lap cars, there goes Ross Dalton 1 lap down. When does it affect the leader?
I'm not sure, because right now, Brandon Elvis is a lot fat. He is beating the pace. And he is just marginally quicker than everybody else. So it's definitely going to be interesting in his post-race interview, seeing what exactly he did different. 2 laps to go here at South Boston. All right, why'd I say it like that? Next week, we finish out the season. A champion will be crowned. But tonight, Brandon Elvis came in here out of nowhere, out of the blue, and lit it on fire. 1 to go here at South Boston. Brandon Elvis, man, what a dominating performance. Led every single lap. It's great to see him back here racing the late models. Coming out of turn 4, Brandon Elvis is your winner here at South Boston. Jordan Blair, Noah Hubbard rounding out your field. Only 1 tire blowout.
That surprised me. I thought there'd be more.
Brandon Elvis getting win number 1 in the Mystic Racing League series. And we've seen him. Oh. Incident on pit road. I saw this out of the corner of my eye. Oh, just got cut off. Brandon Elvis parks it here on pit road. As we look at the finishing grid here at South Boston. Roska, take us away.
Brandon Elvis gets his first win here in the Hudson Autoworks Late Model Stock Series. Jordan Blair second. Noah Hubbard, Adam Baker, Luke Barnes rounds out the top 5. Tristan Brunelli, Ross Dalton, Brandon Willard, not having the days they wanted. Aaron Stoltz, Brandon Atkinson rounds out the top 10. Adam Holston and Caleb Hunt rounds out the 12-car grid.
Yeah, and now it's time for some post-race interviews here at South Boston. First up, finishing in the 3rd position, is Noah Hubbard, one of the Twin Odas. Let's bring him in. Noah Hubbard, it's Robert McKay and Chris Groska here in the Cheerford broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
All right, finishing here third at South Boston. Great race, great clean race. Not a whole lot to talk about. That tire strategy really prevailing tonight. How's it feel to get a podium here as we're approaching the end of the season?
Yeah, it feels nice. I think got top 3 in the points light down. I think we got second. Jordan clinched the championship tonight. But yeah, we didn't really save too much tires here because I knew I could burn the right rear off more than the right front. So I knew that's why I stayed up at the front more. And because at Irwindale last week we saved a little too much tire and we didn't have time to run everybody back down.
Yeah, I remember that.
Kind of bit us.
Yeah, great race. Kid finishing second in points. See you next. Not a whole lot to talk about. So we'll see you next week as we round out a great season. See you then.
Yep, we'll see you for the season finale.
See you for the season finale. All right, finishing in the second position, clinching the championship, Jordan Blair. Congratulations, finishing second here at South Boston. How does it feel to be the first Hudson Autoworks late model stock champion?
Pretty good, man. It's pretty sick. I wish we could have got another win there. I'm happy to run second to Brandon though. I'm just needed to get clear a little quicker on the 15 there on that last restart, and I think I may have had something for him, but I just burned it up on the outside. Had no rear grip.
Yeah, exactly. You started losing time there at the end. I saw you started gaining time a little bit, but you definitely burned it a lot. Yeah, clinching the championship, heading into the season finale. How do you feel going into North Wilkesboro?
I mean, no pressure, right? I mean, you already got the championship locked up, so just go in there and try to win another race. Pretty excited. I like North Wilkesboro, so I think it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, can't wait to see you. See you next week.
Yes, sir.
And last, but certainly not least, is Brandon Elvis winning here at South Boston. Brandon Elvis, it's Robert McKay, Chris Roska here in the booth. It's great to have you back in Victory Lane. How does it feel?
Hey guys, feels good, man. Just haven't ran this league, and I ran the first race and I kind of went away from it, and then some other stuff I was doing kind of finished up, so I came back and ran tonight at a track that I really like, and it worked out.
Yeah, obviously you've had great success in more than just here, other racing leagues as well. It's been a while since we've had you here in the booth. Dominating win tonight at South Boston, led every lap. How is tire wear? That's been a big issue with the drivers this season, but it obviously feels like you had something figured out.
Yeah, well, a lot of it was clean air. Just having it from the start, and those guys let me save as much as I wanted to, so it worked out pretty good. We were able to keep like a 1 second or so buffer over Brunelli there at the start of the race, and I was backing off at the flag stand. So, I mean, they let me save, and those late race cautions. I mean, it seems like the more cycles you get later in the run, it'll help the tires out a little bit here. And this car has a tendency to get free in at this racetrack, so kind of knew that just from prior experience, and kind of knew what to do and combat that situation, and it kind of worked out for us tonight.
Yeah, it worked out indeed. Again, great to see you here. Held off our champion Jordan Blair by about 2 seconds. Go enjoy the victory, and we hope to see you more here again in Mystic Racing League.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Of course. See you later. Well, Roska, who's your driver of the day?
Got to go with Jordan Blair. He is the Hudson Autoworks Late Model Stock Series champion, and definitely put on one absolute beast of a show tonight, trying to chase down Brandon Elvis for the win.
Yeah, I got to go with Jordan Blair too. Brandon Elvis, dominating win, but I felt like tonight for Jordan Blair wasn't just, for me, it wasn't necessarily the driver of the day, more or less. It was more of the driver of the last few races, what Jordan Blair's been able to accomplish, and what he accomplished tonight, finishing second, trying to chase down Brandon Elvis, who's just in a league of his own. Jordan Blair is also my driver of the night. Well, that finishes up for tonight at South Boston. It's been a pleasure having you. I'm Robert McKay, and alongside me, as always, is Christopher Roska. and we'll see you next week for the season finale of both the M&S Welding and Repair Street Stock Tour and the Hudson Autoworks Late Model Stock Tour. We'll see you then.